If you want to see how I took like 35 years, wait a minute. Hey, if you want to see how I took 40 years off my life and went back to the 1980s, keep on watching. So, I was contemplating a nap. It's only noon and it's hot. It's Sunday and I have been up since 6 o'clock in my defense, although I haven't done anything since 6 o'clock. And I just thought, you know what? I might not even finish editing what I was going to put up for Monday because while I like the concept, I'm not too sure anyone else will like the concept. Let me know. I did a full face of makeup without foundation because I feel like, you know, my skin is looking better, but maybe it's just interesting to me. And then I got an email. It says, your package from Beautylish is here. I'm like, what? On a Sunday? It was supposed to be here on Friday. Or no, I think it was supposed to be here yesterday and it didn't get here. I said, well, I'm not going to get it till Monday. So I have to do something else. And I had shot something on Thursday and I'm like, you know what, why don't I edit that? Blah, 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 blah. Shut up, stop talking. Okay, this is what I got. When I first saw this previewed, I thought, okay, well, I'm going to have to get that because I ostensibly review products, and this is a product. This is a product from a YouTuber who's incredibly popular, and all the reviews have been glowing. And then I saw what it looked like in the middle. In the middle. When you opened it, and this is what it looks like when you open it. You've seen it. And I thought, I was in a deep coma. Deep, deep coma. And also a little bit pissed off, if I'm being completely honest with you, because if you, what is going on here? Okay, phew. If you have small eyes or hooded eyes, whatever, you won't be able to do anything with this. If you're a professional makeup artist, you can use black to mix with other colors to make them darker. If you have something to shadow, I don't. See right here? Look at this very carefully. I can't do an outer corner deepening on this. And because I'm so hooded, I can't line with powders because they're just going to transfer right up here. It wouldn't be a problem if there were 16 shades in here or even 8 shades in here, but no, there's 6 shades in here. And there's only 2 mattes and one of them is black, which means this is the only color I have to really work with. But I ordered it anyway, and I'm here. I took off my watch. This is serious. We're going to do some swatching. Let's swatch the 2 mattes. And of course, I'm not swatching for what it's going to look like on the eye, but just swatching so you can get an idea of the color. I actually do own a black. If you like a black, if you know how to make use of a matte black, to me it's like, then buy one and keep them out of palettes. Black, brown, earth-shattering. And if you are about to say you just don't like neutrals, you are wrong. Take a look at the video I did last week, 3 months away, what stays and what goes, or what goes and what stays. I do have some neutrals in there that are quite beautiful. Now everything else is more like a shimmer. So let me clean my fingers. I mean, I don't know about you, but to me the swatching is what's really important, because so many people, the way they have their lighting set up doesn't necessarily look like what it looks like in real life. So then we have this kind of a sparkly color. You know who else does these colors? NARS, this formula really, and Bobbi Brown. And then these are shimmers or satins. So let's take a look. Here's the brown one, and here's the one that he's saying is rose, an orange. I am beginning to think, honestly, that he might be a little colorblind, because all his lipsticks, he said, most of his lipsticks, he said, were pink, and they are not. They are peach. And this is not rose, it is rust. It's orange. This is a warm eye that we can all get in any number of ways, because warm-eyed palettes really, when Urban Decay Heat came out, in my mind, that's when I'm like, that's when everybody started doing those orange palettes, although I'm sure there were some before then. So, you know, not much of a difference between this shade and this shade. Let's be real. And you only have 6 shades. So already the black I can't use, and two shades that are super duper similar to each other, and a rest. Then we'll take this creamy and we'll do the little shimmery thing. Cream shade I always appreciate. And then there's that shade. Okay, I'm ready for a nap. So let's just assume that we're not here for me, but that we're here for you. I'm in a mood, you guys. I'm so tired. I have no idea. Oh, he also has 3 pencils, and I got one of them. I got the one that is dark brown. So it's really, it looked to me like it's a brown black, and it looks black. What the hey? That looks black. What's it say here? Yeah, this is Rich Hazel. It looks black. Okay. Could have done a better job with that. I have to say, you guys, I could do a very long video on the marketing of this brand and how annoying it is. I do have a background in marketing, and I have strong feelings about it. That's why from time to time you'll see me hammer down on it, because I have thoughts. And one of the thoughts is, a glam shot is very nice, a money shot is very nice, but you have to tell people what they're buying by photographing it so that it reflects the colors that they're buying. Marketing 101. And I don't think this brand does that. And I'm just going to leave it at that. What are we going to do with this? So this isn't about the colors. Obviously, it is not making me happy. It's about how it performs on crepey lids. That's what I can offer you that is different than what other people can offer you. Now, I know the YouTube thing is always support other YouTubers, and nobody likes a negative Nancy, but I am just here to tell you that these colors, we've seen them before, they're not unique, and I shouldn't be telling you anything that is offensive or mean. This is just fact. Now we're going to put some on the lids. So the first thing I usually do is push back my hood, and the only color I can do that with is this one. And these don't have names, thankfully. They just have numbers, and I'm going to guess maybe this is number 2. Let's see. There's nothing on my lid. So I wasn't even wearing foundation, you guys. I was just on the sofa. Oh. I think this isn't matte. Yeah, this is not the matte one. That's okay. I was on the sofa and just couldn't keep my eyes open. The heat really, really knocks me out. I do not have air conditioning. And, you know, I don't have any lights on the living room, which I usually do because I don't get a lot of direct sunlight. Oh, Lucy, I hear Lucy's collar. And I don't know, I was just feeling kind of pooped. I got this and I thought I need to throw in some foundation, so I put on a really old sample of Pat McGrath's in 10. And the 10 color, by the way, is very peachy, and too peachy for me, if your skin tone is like mine. Okay, now let's go into the matte. So that was kind of a sheeny color, satin, and we'll go into the matte, which will probably look a little bit darker. So this is good for deepening up, and you can put that satin color in your crease because it's not too satiny. There's no problems with the crepes, which is always good. So, okay, nice. I'm just going to take a bigger and do a blend. This is a clean brush, but these blend in very, very nicely. So that's good. Wish he would work on the colors. I did not watch his video, kind of on purpose, but I did watch Kinky Sweat, and she said that he tested these on older women, and he felt that older women were you know, left out of cosmetics and marketing, and I would agree. And it's interesting that I think they sent this to one older woman kind of as an afterthought, because I saw someone else who was sent this from Beautylish who's older. But pretty much they're sending it to women who are under 50. So I guess your idea of, actually, I think she's under 52. So, you know, for him, it's okay not to include women who are above 50. Thanks. You guys, I'm in a super fresh mood today. Okay, I need to go in with this creamy color here. Now, if you're new here, hi, I'm not usually this fresh, and also I really prefer a matte cream. I think they are so much more valuable than matte blacks. You can use them to blend. If you use a matte black to blend your transition, for instance, you're going to look a little scary, but a cream you can do. You can use them to lighten up mistakes. I do that quite often. You can't do that with a black. Anyway, Alicia had also said, or somebody said, that he was inspired by 80s makeup. He loves 80s makeup. I don't. If I want to look like I came from a Robert Palmer video, I could do that on my own, but I don't want to look like that. And I just don't know what to say, you know what I mean? And that's something that's really interesting when YouTubers do their own brands. They tend to do things that they like, you know. When Tati did her own brand, I was excited at first, and I thought, you know, it's going to be her aesthetic. It's going to be, this is what I would want to put on myself as Tati. And her taste is very different than mine, so it's not going to work for me. And it didn't, and I never bought it. I'm going to use this orange color that is not rose, it's just a frickin' rust. It's more muted than other rusts, I will say that. And I guess I'm just going to put it up here, because that's where I'd have to put it as somebody who is hooded. It's coppery. If you're not hooded, you could put this kind of color on your lid and it would be lovely. But if you're hooded like I am, put it on the lid and you can't see it. Okay, I'll do the other eye and be back. Alright, I guess we should try the black color. I'm going to take this brush, dip into the black. What am I going to do with the black? It'll just close my eyes. I guess I'll put it right here. And that's another thing, I already have a liner, so what else would I do with this? I saw other people using this to do, again, I'll do the deepening. It just doesn't really have an effect on me. And then I'll take this shader and just kind of even it up a little bit. Let's go in with the liner. If this liner actually stays in my waterline, I'll be thrilled, and it can be my new liner. This is a pencil liner, so you need to sharpen it. I know some people have a problem with wooden pencil liners. I do not. Well, this is pretty strong. You know, it would be really good on the other end. Something to blend it with. Now, I went a little bit lower than I wanted to right here, so I'm going to just try to match them up. I mean, maybe I'll just do the whole Robert Palmer thing. And you know what? I am. Close your eyes if this bothers you. Yeah, I got this color so it wouldn't be as hard as a black, but this is very, very, very close to black. And the other thing was a bronze, and it had a shimmer in it. And I honestly, I a couple of things like that, so I didn't want to get that. I feel that it would have been good for him to do something like Tilbury's Verushka, a gray. FYI, you guys, there was a time before I was really hooded where I actually lined my eyes like this every day. It's true. But then I stopped wearing makeup, and then I, remember putting on makeup to go out at night, and I put it on like I usually do, and like, wow, this makes my eyes look horrible. And that's when my journey into I have to learn how to put on makeup again started. Now, my eyes are kind of blurry from using my liner that way, so that's not a good sign. I'm going to pause here, turn off the camera, and do my brows and my under eyes, and hopefully my vision will be back. So, it's only been 30 seconds. I got out my 8X. I'd zoom you in, but I would never get this framing again. Let me move in. Hi. Oh no, I haven't been shooting heroin, but thanks for asking. Not a good look. All right, I'm back. In honor of Wayne, I put his lipstick Amaryllis on, which is supposed to be pink, but it's peach. And in honor of Nancy Spungen, I put on some mascara to really go for that gritty look, kind of punky, distressed, heroin chic look that was around that same period of time. Hey, maybe that's what he's looking for. Maybe it wasn't the Robert Palmer video. Maybe it was the heroin chic, the Kate Moss thing. I do feel like, just to complete this look, I need to give myself some very serious contouring. Because I just don't think there's anything pretty going on here. The goal isn't to look pretty. So let me do that, and I'll be back. All right, if I've given you nothing else, I can give you these two things. It's clear, I just don't like this color story. I had some problems with the eyeliner. At first I was impressed, like, wow, this could be very powerful, but then it like got into my eyes or something, and it got all over the place. Who knows how this is going to stay? That's always an important thing to look at. Color story, blah. As shadows, I don't really have a problem with them. Kind of blends into each other. I mean, the black is still there, but the other two colors are kind of deemed unnecessary. So remember, I used the brown with the satin and the matte brown, and you really can't discern one from the other once they're on the lid. Or I can't. And the orange, I've been there a million times. The this color right here is fine. Oh, let's do the sparkly one. Let us do that. Of course, you could just do a black look, a black eye, and just make that your look. You guys, this is one, not a look I would normally do. The palette colors itself, nah. I usually don't line my eyes like this anymore. I just don't think it works on me anymore because I feel like truly I used to do this and wear it to work, and I never felt overdone. So my eye shape has certainly changed, but now this reads decidedly evening, unless he came out with a pencil in a gray, in a lighter color. I would love to see that. Maybe. We'll give this a couple of hours and see what happens. And then if you wanted to, you can just full on go with a black eye. You know what I mean? Going on very nicely. Just going to wipe that off and really small movements so the line isn't so hard. Also, the models on Beautylish, they did a black woman and a white woman with the same eye look. So, they're not giving you suggestions of what other looks you can do, but the looks, to me, look like he just put black all over, and then he put this shimmer shade. to open it up. And that is very pretty. Totally going to wear this to Ralph's. Absolutely. I didn't mention these are $55 for the palette. So yes, I mean, there's my two looks. I guess I should do the other one. This is what I'm going to say, you guys, even though I'm not finished. For crepey eyes, this works. What I would like to see is less waste in a palette. If you're only going to do 6 shades, make those shades really count. I would prefer that you not just do 6 shades. And honestly, I don't need anything this large because nowadays, back in the day, they didn't put silicones in shadows so they would last for years. But they do now. They don't have an endless shelf life. Even your average women, I don't think, can. So why not have more colors? You could have the same amount of total weight and have more colors. So that's a nice little daytime look for the grocery store. There you have it, you guys. Oh, let me put down my hair so I can fully get that Robert Palmer. And that's it. Yeah. Okay, thank you for spending some time with me. I hope this was helpful to you from someone who does not feel obliged to give a good review. I will say, I've said it, this is the third time I'm going to say it, the powders are good. The colors are not so good. I'm not sure about the liner. I mean, it's very impressive until it got all over my face, then it wasn't as impressive. But yeah, yep. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. I hope it was helpful to you, and I hope you come back again. If this is the first video you've seen of mine, I can't imagine why you would come back again, but I'm usually not weird like this. And yes, until we meet again, be smart, be safe, and I'm wishing you good health. Bye.